intellectual minds. Come with those strategies. Matthew, the chosen man, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. As I am Africa, proudly to announce you today, yet I am not at peace. Not all monkeys can hang on the same tree. I thank you.
That's all I will say. Thank you so much, MK, for that excellent poem and that call to action, and really inspiring us to think differently. So I thank you so much. I'm now going to invite our author, our esteemed guest of honor. We are here to celebrate and really get to understand his mind and his views and vision for this incredible project. So I'm going to invite Matthew Olubemi. I will introduce him as an author and an experienced product manager and a product leader, a real thought leader and a visionary in the space of agile project management and product management as well, with an abundance of experience at various organizations and various projects as well. So Matt, I would like to invite you to the stage, and please can we welcome him with a round of applause. So what we're going to do is I believe we're going to look at some video testimonials, and then we'll also hear from yourself, and then we'll also go into our review.
Good evening, everyone. So before we go on into some testimonials, and then we'll take. Is that okay? Thank you. Hi, I'm Pasha. I'm the founder of Dash Speed Agency and previously the lead product manager at Solution Foundation, where I was working with Matthew. And it's truly a pleasure to share my experience working with him. At Solution Foundation, which was a remote global team, over 60 experts from all over the world, I led a team of 7 designers, while Matthew managed a group of around 89 product managers at the time from his base in South Africa. So this setup brought unique challenges, but Matthew's leadership made collaboration across time zones and continents seamless. Matthew brings an incredible mix of strategic insight, data-driven decision-making, and genuine warmth to the team and to the organization as well. Together, we took on complex projects, turning deep user insights into designs that connected with audiences and delivered real impact. His guidance and open-mindedness fostered an environment where everyone's input was valued, leading us to being more innovative together. Matthew's dedication to solutions mission, building a customer-to-customer platform for meaningful Working with him has been a rewarding experience that's influenced my career and inspired me personally. Thank you, Matthew, for the opportunity to collaborate and for all the memorable moments along the way. I hope that you shine always as well.
Hi, this is Abhishek. I'm from Doha, Qatar. I'm working as a project manager with National Bank. Matthew and myself work together for great products, and we have released great products. Today, I think to let you all know that Matthew is publishing a book, and I would like to tell everyone, please go through the book, be part of that book. Let's encourage Matthew. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, my name is Habiba Adriel Hamza. I am a product manager of Various Analytics UK. I just wanted to take this moment out to wish my friend and mentor Martin Olubemi a very, very big congratulations. So here I am saying congratulations, Matthew. I met Matthew maybe about 2 years ago when I started working on Solution. Solution is a non-charity organization where we're volunteering for a good cause. Matthew was my team lead then. His dedication to work, his craftsmanship, and his skills in product management was what naturally drew me to Matthew. And true and behold, I have learned so much being closely related to Matthew in the professional field in the last 2 years. Matthew has been a mentor to me. While I was preparing for my present job interview, I reached out to him and said, "Hey Matthew, I have this job I want to go for, but I feel underqualified." And the first thing he says is, "No, you can do this, Adriel, go for it." And here I am today in a very beautiful, good career that I love. So Matthew has been a mentor to so many other people as well. And I just want to say thank you, Matthew, for all you do for the product community. Thank you for all you do for us, your mentees. I know you're also a senior product
Hey,
manager.
this is Abhishek. I'm from Doha, Qatar. I'm working as a project manager with Qatar National Bank, Doha. Matthew and myself work together for great products, and we have released great products. Today, I came to let you all know that Matthew is publishing a book, and I would like to tell everyone, please go through the book, be part of that book. Let's encourage Matthew. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, my name is Habiba Adriel Hamza. I am a product manager with Verisk Analytics UK. I just wanted to take this moment out to wish my friend and mentor Matthew Olubemi a very, very big congratulations. So here I am saying congratulations, Matthew. I met Matthew maybe about 2 years ago when I started working at Solution. Solution is a non-charity organization where we're volunteering for a good cause. Matthew was my team lead then. His dedication to work, his craftsmanship, and his skills in product management was what naturally drew me to Matthew. And true and behold, I have learned so much being closely related to Matthew in the professional field in the last 2 years. Matthew has been a mentor to me. While I was preparing for my present job interview, I reached out to him and said, "Hey Matthew, I have this job I want to go for, but I feel underqualified." And the first thing he says is, "No, you can do this, Adriel, go for it." And here I am today in a very beautiful, good career that I love. So Matthew has been a mentor to so many other people as well. And I just want to say thank you, Matthew, for all you do for the product community. Thank you for all you do for us, your mentees. I know you're also a senior product manager at Gumtree, and the work you're doing at Gumtree has made substantial impact to the communities. Congratulations on the launch of your book, Matthew. And this is to many, many, many more volumes to come. We look forward to reading and learning from you as you continue to contribute to the product community. Congratulations, my friend.
Hi, my name is Arzar Fani. I'm located in Muscat, Oman. I'm an agile product manager. I'm working as a senior product manager at MTN. I have this opportunity to work with Matthew at Solution. We are working on a social platform with focus on helping people from different verticals, from education to healthcare. It is a great opportunity to work with Matthew. It's so insightful for me. I learned from him a lot during working on the or MVP, working on the product discovery and solving problem, and figured out how to define our solution and create a roadmap and other product life cycle. It's really interesting for me, and I'm so excited about his book. I wish you the best, my friend. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Chris Stauber. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area in California in the United States. I'm currently the Chief Product Officer for Solution Community, a nonprofit organization with a mission to build and support a social media platform. Our platform connects people in need with others who have skills, knowledge, and resources who can and want to help. It's a wonderful mission, and please visit our website, solution.help, to learn more about it. Now, I've been working with Matthew for almost a year, as he also volunteers for the Solution Community. When I started working with him, I was impressed by how much Matthew and his team had accomplished in a very short time. The team had created a compelling vision statement and a mission document that crisply defined our objectives. There were personas, requirements documents, screen designs, competitive analyses that clearly described what we wanted to build and what others had already done, and how a Solution Community would be different. When Matthew first shared his book with me, it became clear why we had so much depth. Matthew is a superb product manager practitioner. He is armed with all of the formal skills and knowledge needed to be an excellent product leader. But in addition to that, Matthew also has great communication skills that are reflected in his written work. So not only are the user stories and product requirements clear and actionable, but his descriptions for how you go about creating your own are also described quite well in his books. Matthew's an excellent example of what the power of knowledge, skills, practice, and maturity can do for a project. It's wonderful for me to see how he shares his treasures with the readers of his books. I encourage all who want to become a product manager to read his works, and even experienced PMs can learn much from these well-written books. So go take a look. Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm so delighted to give this review about my brother and my friend Matthew Olubemi. My name is Emmanuel, by the way. My name is Emmanuel Daniels. I met Matthew when we both worked on a project with Solution Social Network when I was based in England, and then he was also he was in South Africa. So he was the product owner, the lead product owner, and I was a senior business analyst, and I also doubled up as a product owner. The very fascinating, very intriguing, one thing I thank God for, let me summarize by putting it that way, is my work. I was not the most effective product owner. I was more of a business analyst. But my work with Matthew actually exposed me more to product ownership. And I was able to learn a lot from him, I have to say honestly. We had a fantastic working relationship. Matthew has become like a brother to me. And would you be surprised if I told you we've never met in person? We worked on a project. We were all working remotely with Solution Social Network. He's in South Africa, myself in England. And we had a very till today. I don't work, okay, so I work in wealth and asset management. Even now, but I left Solution Social Network like a year or two ago. But Matthew and I are still in touch. Sometimes when I have maybe one or two challenges at work and there's some areas where I just need some clarity, I get to call Matthew in South Africa, and he makes himself available. Maybe a two or 3 minute call. He shares some insight. In fact, the job I have, just my last job, from inception to the end, I carried Matthew along. Areas I needed to get some clarity. He took our time to explain things to me, and it was so wonderful that at the end of the day, when I got that job. When I got that job, the way Matthew was rejoicing, as though he was the one who got the job himself. I'm just saying that so you understand the kind of wonderful relationship that we have. I'm not surprised he's come up with this book for product owners. I'm not so surprised. I wouldn't say I saw it coming, but because of how much he knows, I thought it was about time you put this in the book and be a blessing to your generation. So I just want to appreciate you, Matthew, for your friendship, for your love. We've not met in person. Maybe one of these days when I come down to South Africa, we need to catch up. But it's like we've known each other for a long time. But I met him on a project. Thank you so much for all the good work you do. All the times I've called you. I remember there was a time I was going for one interview. I needed to speak with Matthew before going in. And what happened? This was like almost midnight in South Africa. Okay, and he wasn't feeling too well. But Matthew took that call. I didn't know he was sick. He took that call and he was able to explain a few things. I mean, he's always made himself available. He's that friend you can call on and count on. So Matthew, big ups on this book. I'm going to be ordering my copy online. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the blessing that you are. I was also delighted to find out that Matthew is also a child of God. He's very effective in his church, just like I am as well. I mean, we're really into God. And when I found out, so there was now a connection in the spirit. So our relationship transcended not just work. We also became like buddies and friends because of a mutual faith that we share. Matthew, you keep going. I appreciate your love and friendship. And I trust God with you that this book will go all over the world and you'll be a blessing to your generation. You take care, bro. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep being nice to people. Keep being helpful. Your heart is in the right place. And that's why we're still friends till today. I appreciate you, bro. You take it easy. Cheers. Bye.
My name is Bettine Drea. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa, currently working as the head of product at Gumtree South Africa. I've had the privilege of working with Matt for 2 short months, and in that time he's really shown his ability to considering the broader as well as his customer needs. And he's shown the ability to take the hard decisions in product management, which so few are able to take, and that is the sunsetting of a product. Matthew has been incredibly helpful in these short 2 months at Gumtree, and I look forward to seeing what he'll do in the product space in future.
Hi, Mr. Matthew. I hope you're good. I'm just sending this quick message to say big congratulations on your book launch. I wish I could be there in person, but my son has a birthday celebration, so I'm grounded. I just want to say thank you for the wonderful work that you have done, and I'm sure this is an extension of your willingness to, always share knowledge in the product management space. I remember when I ventured into the agile space as a scrum master, and you practically gave me a roadmap and you said, do this, do this, do this. As at the time, I didn't really know anybody in that space in South Africa or in Africa in general, and you were willing to just help. And the knowledge that you gave me, the roadmap, actually helped me, to the extent that when I started doing interviews and meeting other people, I already covered grounds based on what you taught me. And I'm sure these books are just going to be an extension of that. Thank you very much and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Hey Matt, congratulations. I'm incredibly excited to see what this launch of your new book is going to do in the product community. I've already started sinking my teeth into it, and I can definitely see it adding value, sharing learnings, and contributing on a huge scale. So yeah, again, huge congratulations. May this be one of many. I know it's not your first book, but one of many, many more. And well done. You can be incredibly proud.
Hi, I'm Konstantin Kornienko from Ukraine, CEO of Solution Community, an international non-profit organization united people from over 60 countries to drive meaningful change. For the last 3 years, I've had the pleasure of working with Matthew, who leads our product owners team with incredible expertise and passion. Matthew collaborates with top talents from companies like Google, Netflix, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and many others, helping us build a social platform that empowers charity funds, volunteer communities, and individuals to tackle global social issues more effectively. Now, with the release of his two new books, Matthew is sharing his expertise with the world, and you have a chance to learn something new and become a better product manager. The Product Manager's Playbook is a practical guide packed with essential skills from understanding customers to creating effective strategies, while the Strategic Product Leader focuses on advanced skills for leading teams, fostering innovations, and making data-driven decisions. Together, these two books capture Matthew's valuable insights from over a decade in product management. To everyone watching, I highly recommend both books. Also, I won't be able to join the launch in person. I know.
To ask you a few questions and also welcome you to please speak openly about your views and your objectives. So let's start with the big picture. What is the vision? What is your vision for this project?
Thank you, Musa. And let us also acknowledge Musa is the head of the delivery for technology. Startup conference in South Africa. Thank you for honoring this day. All right. So it's about impacting the generation now and also the next generation. All right. Because in my period of working as a product manager, I've come across different people that are hoping to venture into the industry. Some that are already in the industry as well. And everybody seems to be asking the question, how do we go about this? You know, how do we go about this? How do we go about this? As we can see from the testimonials as well, from people all around the world, people want to just be better at what they do. And also knowing, I mean, the scripture says others as well with encouragement as we see. Alright, so I have also been encouraged. I've also received support. I've also received guidance as well. And I see this as an opportunity to provide also guidance and support for people that are here now, people not here now, people that are also connected from all over the world as well, for them to be better for the generation as well. Because if you venture into the space and you thrive and you do well, your impact is not only going to be for yourself, it will make a very, very meaningful impact in the life of your family and in the lives of people around you. I mean, the lady that's also sent our testimony, Adriel, because of the good space God has brought her, because of where she is now, she has also been a good support to our family back home, to our family in the UK as well, to also other people in that space as well. You know, so it has a multiplier effect. So it's not just about touching one person. It is touching one person to touch many people. If I touch you, you touch one, you touch two. Two people you touch two more. Before we know it, you see the multiplier effect. It's looking at impact beyond my previous station. So yeah, you can actually still make impact in several other fields that will further make impact in the lives of so many other people that their generation will be grateful for.
Can you please give a round of applause? And just on with the context of what you've mentioned now, we know that in order for one to have that impact and where each one reaches one and so on, can you please tell us about where this project is going? Now we have a product which has manifested in front of us. You know, we are told it's a product about product, which is just so beautiful. We have these two books here actually. However, these books are the start of something. So all of the knowledge that is inside these pages, in order for it to scale, that information you want, it needs to go somewhere. So I'd like the author himself to tell us about where this project is going to go in terms of the information inside these pages and how it will reach large scale and many, many people. Please tell us about that.
All right, thank you.
But so we are in that digital age, all right? So what we have here is just the very first phase of the global vision. All right, so this lays the foundation, but I can tell you, as bulky as this boat looks, this, by the time we reach the final destination, these are diplomas in each of those boxes, So we have the written one, which is this. Then the next phase will be to turn this into courses that people can take online. There are a lot of platforms that people can take. Addison is there, people can connect from anywhere in the world, and then this is the written version of it. There's those who read the audio visual, the video and the audio part, of it, and then depending on the quality we come out with, we will also have it on different other learning platforms around the world. There's LinkedIn Learning, there's Udemy as well, there's Addison, and there are several other learning platforms out there. So the plan is that from this, and we move on to the next phase. We put all of this video and audio, and then more people can do it.
Excellent. Please can we give a round of applause for that? So this information is going to turn into a course which will ultimately be a diploma, and that will be delivered in video format. I think that's really brilliant. It does take us into a digital age where this information is going to go. So then let's also look at the books themselves. So let's start with the product manager's playbook, the yellow one over there. So can you tell us about the book? Who is this book for, and what is the key message of this book?
Thank you, Mosa. It's core professional. We have product managers, and how many of us know about product management in the house? All right, cool. It's good to know that we have quite a number of people knowing about product management now. But a lot still don't know about product, and a lot of younger generation also coming up don't know about product management, and also do not have a clue or guide as to how to navigate their way to becoming a product manager. And I can tell you that every organization has a product manager behind their product. Every organization. If you take Google, for example, we've all seen Google, you've gone on Google, Google to search. Do you know for every feature you see on Google, there is a product manager behind it? There is a product manager. You just see Google voice. It's a whole world of tech behind that. Google search. It's a whole world of tech behind that. And then Google has, countless products on there. And then a whole world of team, sitting behind it. All right. So, what does the product manager do? The product manager is like the CEO of the product. All right. CEO in the sense that you will determine what gets done, why, and how. So you write this specification to say, this mic, for example, is a product. What should this mic do? These are all product specifications. All right. What should it look like? Why is it colored black? Why do we have gray? Why is the bottom here like this? Why do we have this cone like this? Why is this cone designed like this? Everything to specification. Anything you see in the market is not just that. Like that. For example, this book, for example, why is it yellow? Why is the product manager white? Why is the Playbook red? Why, to even come up with this book is involved also a lot of product research as well. And to also come up with the kind of design that is being designed for. And also not just that we're putting any book out. what color suits the product space possibility. So it takes a lot of detail, and which I believe, and also it's agile. It's agile product management, meaning the world is evolving, the world is changing. What do we know about the changing world? That would bring improvement to the services we offer, and then product proposing in people's. So these are all the things that product management do. And the product manager doesn't work alone, but a team of people working, you understand, you and myself know, apart from the developers, we have the designers, we have the QD people as well. Then we have the data analysts as well. Because for everything we do, we take informed decision, and we need to understand what is happening, why people are behaving the way they are behaving, and what we can do to, solve this problem. So products solve problems. That's some people to use it, other without the mind. So it's solving the problem. So the product manager kind of do those research, do the market analysis, look at what the position is out there, and then look at what is relevant for now. What is relevant for system between the tech and then the business segment. So there is the business objective. As Google, what's our goal? It's communicated to the product manager. Then what does the product manager do? We translate all of those things. We consume all of those elements. From our research and insights, we come up with products that will help the organization achieve their goal, achieve their objectives. And then we sit in between that space, relating ideas and concepts coming from business, and then connecting the tech aspect of it to provide a tangible product that we can put.
Talk about the orange one, right? The strategic product leader. So tell us about the mission of the purpose of the book. What's the book about? What's the key message? And who is the book written for? Please tell us about that.
Thank you. The first one, the second book is a build up on the first. The first will kind of provide practical guide. If I'm getting into product management, what do I need to do? What do I need to know? What qualifications do I need? What certifications do I need? So that first book, Product Manager's Playbook, provides that. And again, it's also said to be a playbook in the sense that intentionally, because it has to do with the daily, day-to-day activity of what the product manager does. I get on the job now, what do I do? If you are faced with any challenges, it's not challenges, but it's challenge, and we thrive on challenges. If you are faced with any task, how do you go about resolving this? What do you need to come up on top? All right, so that kind of provide the guide as well. Then you also need to also associate with, because your association as well has a lot of influence on what you end up becoming. So that's Product Manager's Playbook. That's a lot of things in detail, and they are not just theoretical things, but practical things, So for everything written in there are practical examples, applicable example, in there. And then the strategic product leader is a build up on that, meaning that, I'm already in the field. Now I need to take my organization or my product to the next level. I need to tap on new innovation or bring about new innovation to the market, to the world. What do I need to do? How do I go about this? So the second book, how do I also leverage the data as well? Because in our world, we don't just take decisions. We take informed decisions. All right. And I'm sure a lot of you, everybody in here would have also experienced that you probably checking something for your phone, and before you know it, what you just checked on your phone, you begin to see commercials or adverts relating to what you just read being pushed to you. Why? Because there are some people behind the scene watching how you behave, watching your browsing behavior. You know. Or Netflix, for example. Netflix will look at what you are clicking. You know, if I'm the product manager of Netflix, for example, I want to know where you're going, how you're navigating, what you are touching. You know, all of those things give me a good understanding of the kind of person our product is related with and how we can solve their problem. If you are searching for it, it may mean that, okay, maybe you are looking for maybe movies or information in that area. And then if I get to have a handful of people looking for such information, then it tells me, yeah, there's an opportunity here. And then I create a product to speak to that thing. And then I put it in to meet your need. Right. So it's about solving problem, meeting people's need, providing solution. And that's strategic product builder. Just take a very deep look into that space for already experienced product managers. Not just experienced, but also product managers that also want to take things to the next level. So that's kind of a very, very useful tool for everyone.
Thank you. And now, this project has a social impact to it. So please tell us about that social impact. Charitable initiative. Please tell us about it.
Right, thank you for that question. So, we got people from around the world that needs to be reached. All right, and we is so make people's life better. I can tell you, if you delve into this industry and you know all your audience, your life is going to be good for it. You know, and if your life is good, then the life of people around you also will be impacted as well. Either by with time with things, or touching people with things or wisdom. You know, so all of those things kind of provide impact. Where we put it on social learning platforms. LinkedIn learning. People are going to be able to learn, improve, metamorphose, improve their lives, for careers, and advance well in their careers as well. And that may be social impact of families as well. Because it's the way youth getting their by learning, and then our generation only just better for it, not just now, but even in the next generation.
Let's please thank you so much, Matt. So I want to take us to a practical action steps. Since we have come here for this project, I want to list out the ways in which we can support this project, and then we'll be happy to take questions and answers afterwards. So there are various ways in which yourselves, as well as people who you know, may support this project. First of all, the book is for sale. So the proceeds, part of the sale of the book will be towards enhancing the project. Number one, digitizing this content into e-learning, audio-visual format. Two, of this project. So that's one way in which to support this project, by purchasing a book. And we have there will be a slide that's on the screen. I don't know if it's up there already, but that has the details in terms of how to support the project. There we go. So So there's a QR code which you can scan, and that is one of the other ways in which you can support the project. Number one, by purchasing this book. It's available as a physical copy. You also are able to purchase this book as a gift, for someone who you think is would benefit from this kind of knowledge. And then thirdly, the books are available on Amazon, so they can be purchased on Amazon, whether as physical copies as well as digital copies on Kindle, which is myself, my personal preference. I got the two books on my Kindle, and I'm really super keen to get into both of the books. So those are the ways in which you can support the program. So I really do encourage you to scan that QR, and then you can also engage with us and the author Matthew, find out more information about the book and the project. So those are the main ways. I just want to perhaps hand over to Matt just to see if there's anything that you want to mention in addition to how people can support
that. And as I think physical copies there, we are in that digital age. I mean, so beyond that as well, we are also available on Amazon. Another book, they are starting over during the QA session. It was provided from there, and we can please support. That's.
I see there's one question. Okay, are there any other questions at the back? The light is in my eye, so let's see. Yes, another question. We've got two. Any others? Okay, 3 and 4. So to World MK, then you'll come to yourself, and then you'll actually you might as well take the fourth one in this round as well. Perhaps you could use this as a roving mic. I don't know if there was any feedback. Is that okay?
For the guest, Matt, I've got this $1 million question. Forgive me, I'm a poet. I just want to ask, as authors, what was the driving force that pushed you to come up with this kind of a product? That's my question number one. Number two is that, are you willing to take this to areas like vets and speak to Susan Poise? I think the product, government too, it's very much useful. I can tell you now, I smell something from those two books. Definitely sure, one way or the other, we can see difference in our society. We can see difference. Remember the human rights activist on the other side. Now I see the bridge. You are building the bridge. By now, I will suggest courier some to our president. I'll be pleased if you do so. Thank you.
That think let's just answer them.
Answer them one at a time, sure.
All right, so in terms of motivation, earlier this year, I was at the UK to I attended a forum for corporate Liverpool. You know, in this space, we met with several other tech leaders from the UK and leaders of startups as well. And we also had some cut-out sessions, but you will see that everybody is just longing and craving for information. All right, because we are at that age where everybody's looking for the next, and they either don't know how or they don't know what. All right, then beyond that as well, from the testimonials, I've also gotten people, mentees also, that are really building up fast, you know, with so much thirst and hunger to just be better and improve, and also navigate career paths as well. Okay, so that kind of gave me that motivation to say, okay, you know what, instead of me having to go one-on-one all the time, let's have a kind of forum where we have all of this information and there's some clearly written out that everybody can have access to across the world, in South Africa and beyond. Alright, that's why. Then in terms of being open to taking this further, yeah, I can tell you that while we push this online, you know, a wonderful lady from Canada reached out to me and said, you know what, there are two important gentlemen that we would like to link you up with that deals with startups in South Africa. Startups meaning businesses that are just not so big, have little capital, but want to do something. And what their job is to assist in resourcing this startups with the necessary information they need to take their business to the next level, be it products they are developing or services they are developing. You know, so that's also in the pipeline that I'm also going to be following up with, and I believe that will not only impact, it will impact even to the grassroots as well, because we got a lot of ideas at the grassroots that needs the lights, that needs direction, that needs clear-cut understanding of why, what, how, and then when. Do you understand? You know, for the fact that I got a product now does not mean I have to trace it to the market already. When should it be out? How should I go about it? What exactly should be the product I should be working on? You know, there are some products that are gold-plated. Gold-plated in the sense that they look good, look exciting, but it is not what is needed. You know, so in the product spaces where we delve into the nitty-gritty of what exactly is the need of the people, what exactly is the problem that we have to solve, and then all of this to kind of equip them to be able to answer these questions and solve problems. Thank you. I hope that answers your questions.
The second question.
Thank you so much. I don't know where to start, but congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
In such a short space of time, you've done well.
Thank you, sir.
I know you will, this probably is just the beginning, and very soon, we probably will have to start booking appointments to get to you. All right. Now, I heard you talked about mentoring people and like one-on-one, and then going to like a community kind of thing. So I want to guess, is that like a webinar kind of thing that you do, or you just have like a forum where people come and you know ask questions, and you're able to they're able to leverage on your insights. Now, I have a little question. You know, there are times that in that large space, people get lost and hopes can get dashed. So I want to make an appeal. If it is possible to have, it will drain you a bit, you know, someone, because I have someone I'm going to hand it to you straight away. When I just sat down here and listened, yes, this is what I've been looking for. I'm just going to hand the person to you. But I also want to speak ahead. Please just bear, because some people, you know, learn different paces. Some people will drop off if the pace is fast, you know. So that's the appeal I'm making ahead, you know. And it's just let me know maybe how that training can be done. Okay, because I know, sorry, I know this person is very passionate about what he's doing, and he's been cheated a couple of times, but you know he's at a struggling space now. So, what do you have to offer for that kind of person?
Thank you so much, sir. All right, just to also let you know that this amazing man you're looking at is also a part of my journey as well. All right, so currently I do a lot of money currently. With all of those guys you see, they are one-on-ones, and there's currently a call for a forum-like kind of thing, because everybody is sitting at different parts of the world and having different challenges. So there's really calling for we having that forum where everybody bring on board their different challenges, and then we learn off each other. And then we take those learnings back to our different organizations and improve. You know. So I think after now, it's also one of the things I'll be looking at as well. But currently, I'm with current house. Currently doing that, and I won't stop doing that because I have been helped. You know, before this, I wrote a book called Start Over. You know, so I also came to a point where I have to tear everything down, and then you know, so, and if God can bring me this far, and there are much more optimistic now that there is nobody who can't pull up. You know, I'm very, very optimistic. So, I mean, meeting people, the first thing would be to look at their background, what experience that they've been on board, because nothing we've done so far is, you know, they're all still relevant to where we're going. Only that we need to properly align them so where we know that's so that's now, you know, I do with a lot of people. Currently in South Africa, a lot of ones, also outside of South Africa as well.
I want to comment and share an idea that came to mind, particularly because we have a guest in our audience who is involved in an organization called Africa Tikkun Services, which I would like to put us on the spot a little bit, because in a way that's, so I want to position that the point NK has mentioned, but in terms of social impact and that kind of organization. I'm saying this because we've explicitly collaborated on this, where Matthew was a trainer for our organization, chronology facilitator. My question is, what ideas do you have for where this information can be transmitted, disseminated in that form, through that organization?
Yeah, I mean, so myself, MOSA, and MOSA's wonderful organization also collaborates to do trainings for people that want to venture into the IT space, and then from the ground, and then we collaborate with Africa to Go. Yeah, I think we stepped out. Already, but we collaborate where they kind of scout, interview, and pull up talents together that are supported from also working with that Mosa was also a part of technology. We come on, put a plan together to look at what exactly what information do we need to furnish these people with, and by the end of this training, at what heights should they be? So I think we take them through about 3 months, 3 months or more, 3 months, of rigorous training, and in that training we bring in people to teach them soft skills, to teach them programming languages as well. I also go into that space to also teach agile product management as well. And at the end of the day, we also get to do projects in the course of that 3 months. I mean, at the load of information they are being loaded with, by the end of that 3 months, they are already doing projects. And I think they also come out with a certification, a professional certification, at the end of that 3 months as well. So that's, I kind of do it passionately because it's a way of me also giving back as well. And for everybody I connect with as well, it's a way of me also giving back as well. Thank you. I hope I answered.
Yes. Definitely. Can you please give a round of applause?
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to say congratulations on this initiative. Well, I think the poet has just hit the nail. The question I just want to ask about those, he hit the nail straight up. But in the light of helping the less privileged, and I could also tell that the trajectory to reach out is very, very wide. Is there any medium through which we could reach out to the less privileged with languages? In social media or whichever medium which you will use in reaching most of these less privileged ones that you want to guide and direct. Will there be provision for other languages, starting from the continent here, and with the testimonies there, I could say, make other languages around the world are delving into your good work. So that first of all is the Africanism around Africa here. If there are provisions for other languages. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for a good question. All right, so I think we are in that digital age now that once things are put out in English, I mean, technology now can transcribe and translate. This morning my wife was showing me something this morning about ChatGPT speaking pidgin English. So and the person was just relating to ChatGPT to say, ChatGPT, can you? I want to make my breakfast. Can you relate to me in pidgin English? And ChatGPT was like, no, I can. Where I think that barrier has been broken. All right. If you go on any site now, for example, you can get a language selection feature on that site. And once you click, you get a drop down. You pick any language. If you pick Afrikaans, for example, or Zulu, it will translate everything on that page to Zulu. So that's how advanced the world is getting to now. So I mean, fundamentally, these are just done in English because it's a medium everybody can relate and connect to. But then beyond that now, they will also have option to say translate this to my language and I'll give you different benefits.
Good evening. I'd like just to make more or less like a follow-up question to what he asked, especially that I'm coming from the political world as well as from the church world. Are there any chances that you will help us localize your information, especially talking about our African context? Because looking at the book being too corporate, we are faced with very serious issues right now. Issues of presidency, issues of service delivery. And you look at the presidency, I don't know how we call it in Africa, but I'm sure if it is going to have product managers there, we are going to be delivering better than we are doing so far. Because you have a person that is in the presidency, wakes up in the morning because the wife argued with him. He just comes up with all kinds of things, and you are not sure who is managing the presidency and who's managing the president. And even just in the political space, we don't have product managers there. So today when I come up with a program, it's for electioneering. I just want to win the elections, and after that I'm gone. So how are you going to help us? Because as long as we remain corporate, we are not going to change so much on our continent, including companies. They'll keep on suffering. Our product managers will actually be getting pushed around as they really are getting. Even in the church, we are the fastest growing church in the world, here in Africa. But you find that nobody manages the pastoral. There are problems there, because as long as I feel high and anointed, I say whatever I feel like saying. And nobody feels like they can manage me. I'm supposed to be a product that will be managed by people around there. How are you going to help us? Have you ever thought about it? Sorry.
That's a big one. All right, so to start with, there are product managers all over, but it will start with whosoever is in position of leadership, having that genuine interest to solve the people's problem. Because if you genuinely want to solve the people's problem, then you pull up with you people that has the know-how, understanding, that can help you achieve those goals. Because what the business world does is not different from what the church does. So I've been on both sides now. This is products. What problem is this product solving? If you can address that question, then we will be able to make announcements. All right. Then, in terms of the government being open to also bring in talents to support, so it depends on how genuine they are. Why are they in power? Service delivery is an issue. Is it that we don't have expertise and skills to resolve those things? We do. But the right people need to be brought into the right places, for those issues to be resolved. So, it could happen in government, but in the poverty South Africa, they will never tolerate that, because they know their lives depend on it. If a product is failing, they don't wait until it's, so products also has a life cycle. Alright. So So when the product gets to a point where it's going down, at that point we need to have a kind of a retrospective. Is this product still meeting needs? If not, should we shut this product down? We need to make a call to say, okay, let's shut it down. If we are not going to shut it down, then we need to reimagine the product. So it's coming down like this. When we reimagine, then it goes up again. At the point of reimagine is when we come to reality with the new needs, the new challenges, and then we factor that product to meet those new needs and challenges. And then if we do that, the product picks up again. Alright. But if we don't get to that point of being very realistic with ourselves, then the product is just going to fail. Right. So the same thing also with government as well. Where are we now? Why are people leaving this party to that party? It means there's something there are some questions that you need to ask. There are some needs that are no longer met. Alright, then if we go ahead and re-engineer and then refactor the product, it begins to meet new needs. And then the people becomes more happy and they get the support again. The party get their support again. Alright. So also if we take that into the religious world as well. You know, if the right needs are met, our impact will not be downplayed. Do you understand? The impact will not be downplayed. So when the impact is being downplayed, it means something is wrong somewhere. That's the needs, I guess. I answered.
We will check. We are way past time. I want to check how many. We'll do one more round of questions, and then we will give to our author to close. Please, by show of hands, please let me know if yes, we have one question, two, another one from myself. Okay, three. Is that it?
No.
Four. Excuse me? It can be a comment as well. Right, you'll be the fourth. So one more time, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right.
Good evening, everyone. It's not a question, rather, it's a comment. After listening to everyone, all the comments and the questions and the answers, thank you for the insights. It's good to be here. I would say the why the book was written has been answered, the how it's going to be disseminated, and when and where has been answered. But I am curious, this book, yes, it addresses the corporate world, and it addresses the other leaders in different organizations, even in church. Then now, my question, or rather my comment would be, I think solution, yes, to be given, or rather be implemented from the grassroots, right? When we plant a tree, we don't start with the leaves and the branches. We plant a seed, and then it takes roots, and then it grows. So with all these beautiful, helpful, and insightful strategies that you put together, now I'm thinking, what about our little ones? When we're looking at the developed countries like the Asian countries, for example, they teach their little ones from primary school skills that they need. This is more or less like academic, if I may say. I didn't go through it. I don't know if there are any practical things that we as the corporate leaders can implement or exercise or practice in the primary level or the interface in developing our little ones. Because we can try and solve problems with our government, with ourselves, but what about the generation that we're looking at now, AMA 2000s, as you call them, the life they are living and everything else? This won't really entice them, won't really push them to anything, because they are in a different era, they are in a different time. To the little, maybe try to push the agenda. Because our education system is in shambles, everyone knows. whatever we're teaching or wherever, some of us we have experienced whatever you're learning now, you cannot apply it in this world that we're living in now at work. You still have to learn something again, just like in books, to compete with other worlds. Like when we're looking at Africa, where are we going? If we just push ourselves when we are up here, what about the ones who are coming up? So my rather cry to everyone who's around here, mother, father, corporate leader, religious leader, how do we maybe penetrate the primary level as orders and as people in the corporate world? That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Very good question. So this book has been strategically written to also involve practical examples. So when we say product management, it doesn't mean everything on there is really applicable in the corporate world. You know, it's also something we can practically apply to our lives as well. All right. Let's say agility, for example. How willing are you to change? So it starts with the person. You know, are you ready for change? And if you are ready for change, then you are in a good space to also change, bring change to the world around you. You understand what I mean? So I appreciate the concern for the little ones, but what about the teacher teaching the little ones? So if they don't change, there is no way they will bring change to those ones.